What's going on, world? Brian Wright here, and you're now tuned into the Brian Wright Radio Show, where we offer value in the form of content that'll help you change your mindset, change your life, and become the best version of yourself. No matter what religion, race, creed, it don't matter where you come from. Everybody is welcomed here. My goal is to tap into whatever source this is, and hopefully you'll learn something from this and apply it to your life and apply it to the world, where we can leave the world a better place than we found it. That's what this channel is for. I went on my daily stroll today, and I call it walking for ideas, coming up with new topics and new messages that I can bring to y'all. And the one that stood out to me today is, though I'm putting out videos constantly, it can get easy for me to be like, well, I done put out this amount of videos. I done been this consistent. So I should be getting subscribers by now. I should be getting views by now. I told you the human ego is crazy. It'll really cloud your judgment when it comes to trying to achieve something, because it'll make you think that you have to do it very quickly. But I was looking up stuff on how to improve my YouTube channel, and Mr. Beast came up. And from my understanding, Mr. Beast is a very popular YouTuber. So he was talking about when he first started his channel. And he said, I remember when I first started YouTube, and I'm paraphrasing, but he got upset about not getting that many views. And then as he started to grow, and then he went back to those videos, he realized that those videos weren't worth 1 million views. And it taught him that from where he was to where he's at now, it can always be improved. And that's the message today. You can always do it better. Now, when I first started back doing this, I was rushing through it a little bit, just trying to hurry up and get videos done. And I went through some of my old videos because I've been posting consistently. And one thing I noticed is I say the word like and I say the word a lot. And if you want this to sound professional, you're going to have to do the edits, and you're going to have to go through it, and it's going to be very tedious, but it's going to have to be done, because if I'm on here saying like, so many times, people aren't going to want to listen because it's very repetitive. But going through and doing the edits and taking them out, using technology, I can take all that stuff out and I can piece these words together like a puzzle. And that's just one improvement that I'm making. I can get better speaking on the mic. I can better my vocabulary. I can do so many different things when it comes to growing this channel. But if I'm closed-minded, and if I think that I've already got it and I'm already all that than a bag of chips, and I feel like my views should already be at 1 million, then where is there room for improvement? That's why I say about perfection. Perfection is a myth. Now, do I think that you can become somewhat close to perfect? Absolutely. There's so many people in this world that we see, they do their craft so well, but what you don't see is the work behind the scenes. Human beings are all about evolution, and we are advanced. Think about it. We started off in caves. Somebody could have been like, we're just in caves. We're going to stay here. We're going to be afraid. We're not going to try to hunt anything. We're just going to take the things that life gives us, and we're not going to try to do anything new. Imagine where we would be at right now if people didn't see room for improvement in this world. We went from not being able to see each other and write letters back and forth, and now we can FaceTime on a cell phone. Now we could get in an automobile instead of Pat and Joe that's walking everywhere we went. Then we went to riding horses. Then we went to riding carriages. And then the automobile was invented. And now we're going from gas to electric cars. And then we're going from the internet age to AI. Look how things are constantly improving. And we got to remember that though we are human beings, we are just like that. We have a database in our mind. That's all our brain is a computer. And just like Apple updates its ISO software, we have to update our human software. We have to always wonder, how can this be better than what it is right now? Even when you get it to the pinnacle. I always say this about musicians. Shout out to the ones that can make a hit record and then do it again, because I done heard some great records from artists and I'm like, man, how can they top this? Artists like Drake and Beyonce and Jay-Z and Taylor Swift and people like that. They always come out and do it better than what they did it before, because they're constantly challenging themselves, because they know this song is amazing. I can write a better song. They asked Tom Brady, which Super Bowl is your favorite? And he always said the next one. He was already looking on how he could improve after he won one Super Bowl, two Super Bowls, three Super Bowls, and you know how many Tom Brady won. Shout out to the GOAT. But it's a constant improvement. It's constantly, how can we do better? And the minute that you don't want to do better and you don't want to keep up with the times, you get left behind. And you have to run these days in order to keep up, because life is moving so fast with TikTok and short form content. You have to impress people within the first minute or they're going to swipe right by you. So that's why you have to use the best. I'm not going to say the best, but in the beginning, you should focus on getting in front as much as you can. You shouldn't focus on, I need the best camera, I need the best microphone, I need the best setup, because that stuff will come as you get better over time. As you improve, those avenues are going to be open for you to grow bigger. But for now, as you're working every day, you need to be thinking constantly, how can this be improved? Because if I improve it and I make it better, people always like when people make things better, when they care for what they're doing. That's why people are able to get girls and get guys, because once you take care of yourself and you look the best you can, people have no choice but to be attracted to that type of energy. And that's the type of energy that you want. You want the type of energy where somebody listens to you or somebody watches what you do and they go, man, this person is really disciplined. This person is really into what he does or what she does. It's a very high quality and I have no choice but to listen to it. Do it so good that they cannot ignore you. Dr. Miles Monroe. And once you do that, I guarantee it may take some time, but as you constantly do it, as you constantly improve, they have no choice but to show up, because you put the time in, you put the work in, you stayed up late at night and planned, you thought about the topics, you did the research, and guess what? You presented it to the masses and they have no choice but to be like, this was put together very well. And we're going to keep listening to this show. That's what my goal is. And that's what your goal should be, to keep improving what you do now. That's all you need to do. If you bake cookies, improve the way you bake them. Make them softer. If you play basketball, improve your jumper. You just need to focus on getting better at it. Because when you focus at getting better at it and improving it, it's inevitable. People cannot ignore greatness. People cannot ignore high quality. That's the reason why we go to steakhouses and some people shop at Louis Vuitton and stuff like that, because they feel like the quality is high and that they pay so much attention to the fabric that they can't ignore it. And it's the name brand too, but they put that stuff together and people can't ignore it. PS5s, video games, whatever. They do it so good that people can't ignore it. The new Grand Theft Auto about to come out. Like, they got people thinking that they're about to create a crazy little world and they're about to, make it the best Grand Theft Auto in the biggest world. And people are super excited. I'm super excited for it. I think it's supposed to be coming out in the fall. But they're looking on how they can improve the game. So when Grand Theft Auto 7 come out, maybe they'll make even better sales. Who remembers when Grand Theft Auto first came out? Now I'm showing my age a little bit. You couldn't even do all the things that you can do now. It was only 2-dimensional and you could only see way up in the sky. And now you can just roam around the world, and now you can, beat people up and go to other people's hoods and all that stuff. It's crazy. But they constantly improve the game. And now it's one of the most popular games of our generation. Improvement is not easy. I'm not saying that, but it is possible. And I understand it's hard to take constructive criticism. It's hard to do something and then you're so proud of it, and then to be like, okay, how can I do it again and make it better? It's not easy going back on these videos and doing the editing and doing the care that's needed in order to make it high quality, but it is essential to my ascension. And it is essential for your ascension also. And that's what I want you to take away from this message is you have to always think about how something can be improved. Whatever endeavor that you are taking on right now, if you just think about how it can be improved and you do the work to improve it constantly, watch how it changes your life. Watch how it changes your clientele. Watch how it changes your views. Watch how it changes in your life overall. Improvement is essential for the human being. I feel like the day that the human being stops creating will be the day that existence is over, because that's what we were put here to do. So that's the message of the day. Do not stop improving. Do not shy away from constructive criticism. Do not be lazy. Put out high quality work and watch how your life changes over time. So this is Brian Wright, and this is my radio show. I appreciate y'all listening. Gone.